Hi guys, so I was editing and I realized I didn't have an intro for this video. So this is basically my first reading vlog. I tried to do it like over the span of a week. For the first day, I think there's quite a few like random clips. So there's like some book like thrift shopping and then like a little trip to Indigo. And yeah, I'll just show you as I'm going like the types of books that I'm reading and I'll update you from there. But yeah, that's basically just my first reading vlog. I'll definitely like try to get better at remembering to film when I'm, finishing a book or reading or capturing some of my reactions because I did read a lot of good books during this vlog. So anyways, so this is me from the future. Now I will send you over to the past with all the clips that I got. Hi guys, so I actually ended up watching mostly the hockey games. So I'm gonna continue reading Hunt the Villain. I'm 25% in and it's really good so far. I just want to finish the book. Like, it's so good. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. So let's read. And also, how cute is this fish mug that I got from Indigo? that many updates because everything went so fast. I couldn't stop reading Hunt the Villain. I finished this before yesterday, I think, and it was so good. I read it mostly on my Kindle, but I did read it sometimes physically. It was so good. If you really liked God of Fury, you will definitely love this. Oh my god, I can't wait for the third book that's going to come out in this series. I don't know when it's set to come out, but I do know that in August we're getting Tempting Venom, which is the third book in the Vipers, which is also an MM romance from Rina Kent. So can't wait for that. I don't want to say too much, but honestly, it's really reminiscent of God of Fury. The dynamic, the two characters, like one of them's like super unhinged, Julian's super unhinged, and Vaughn is really, you know, just proper and set to be this heir and this and that, just kind of like Brandon and Nico. So anyways, very good. There's a scene like in the epilogue. Please read the epilogue because if you're a fan of the Legacy of Gods, you will enjoy the epilogues in here. So I finished that. That was so good. And I think I only got one B-roll of me reading this because I actually did mostly audio for this except for the end, and I finished it yesterday, like in one day. This was really good. It's not my favorite Abby Jimenez, but saying that like this is still a 4-star book. I never thought I would have enjoyed a book that the main trope is like best friend's girlfriend. That is, to me, I was like, oh, I had pre-ordered the book and without even reading what it was because it's Abby Jimenez. Like, I love all her stuff. When I saw what it was, I was kind of like, oh no, I hope I like it. It was actually really good and really well done. If someone can make me enjoy a trope like that, it's definitely Abby Jimenez. She's amazing. You follow Larissa and Chris, and Mike is Chris's best friend, the one that is, you know, the best friend's girlfriend. So anyways, I don't want to say too much because it's not like a super long book. It's a very quick read. There's a lot of dialogue in here. I will say I'm happy I didn't wait for the summer to read this because it's not like a super summery vibes book. It doesn't really matter when you read it. So I'm happy I picked it up. 4 stars for me. Honestly, the MMC in here, Chris, like if he wanted to, he would. Like, that's the definition of if he wanted to, he would. This is amazing, everything he does for her. Again, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to give spoilers. But yeah, so I finished this yesterday. So yeah, April, I mean, the new releases I got from, I think it was last Tuesday, both already done with. And might I say, like, this was a 4.5 star. I might change it to a 5 star if I can't stop reading. I just feel like compared to God of Fury, which is infinity stars for me, this is a 4.5. It's just there was a bit less emotional impact on their story, like compared to God of Fury. I don't know, I don't want to give too much away, but I will say, like, this is a 4.5 and then this is a 4 star. So good way to start off April, because March for me was not a very good reading month. Now I'm just debating which book I want to fully like get immersed in. I have Strangers-Belle Burden or The Ever Queen by LJ Andrews. Honestly, I think I'm going to get into this one because I read The Ever King in February, I think, late February. So I really want to get into this and finish off that duology. And, you know, it's not a small book, but it's not like 1,000 pages or anything. I think I'm going to get into this, and I think I might read this after this one. This is going to be a physical read. I'm going to try to find maybe an audio or a KU book to read also at the same time, because I like reading when I go to the gym, especially on the treadmill. I find that reading on my Kindle really makes the time go by so much faster. So I'm going to try to find something to read on KU. I might read either a dark military romance that I have It's right in front of me. Let me grab it. So I have this book. It's called Mariposa by Lexie Axelson. This is like a military dark romance. So I have this physically, but also it's on KU. So I'm thinking of maybe reading this on my Kindle at the gym and then, you know, get one more book off my physical TBR. This was just one of my hopefuls for the month. So we'll see. And I also have the audiobook from my library for The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna read the Everqueen, and I'm not gonna listen to any like audiobook while I'm, you know, working or doing my stuff today, just because I read like 2 books within 48 hours. So I'm just gonna like probably finish watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and then yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna figure out what I'll read on audio or KU, whatever. I also have a new release from Indigo that I got yesterday. For some reason I thought I was getting this in May, but oh, it has deckled edges. Yes. This is the book. It's Yesteryear by Carol Claire Berg. Oh, this looks so pretty. This actually looks so pretty. It has deckled edges, which I don't care for that much. This was in my most anticipated releases video. I really hope I posted that video. It's like an influencer, like some like tradwife influencer that actually gets sent back in time to like, I don't know, like the 1800s or something, where you had to be a trad wife and there's no technology or anything, and then that's all I know about it. So I can't wait to see what happens. I saw a blurb that was like, this is like if you sent that ballerina farms girl all the way back to the 1800s, and I was super intrigued, honestly. So this is going to be a very, you know, different read for me, but I can't wait to get into this. I do want to read this in April. So okay, so I'm on my lunch break and I'm going to continue reading this book. I'm actually reading it on my Kindle because it is on KU and I had put it back temporarily. So I just started reading this, was it this morning? I think I started late last night, but I barely got any reading done. I fell asleep, but I was reading it this morning at the gym. So it's Violet and Kate. She is enlisting in the military in this like special ops program, and she basically loses, like, her mother wants nothing to do with her, and her boyfriend dumps her because he doesn't want to be with someone in the military. And this is a dark military romance. It actually says it on the cover, and I forgot that it was like a dark romance. And this is the first like 8% of the book. If you really don't want spoilers, oh wait, let me see if it's on the back of the book. Okay, it says it on the back of the book. I didn't see. This is why I love going into books blindly, because I was reading at the gym and I literally did one of those, like like when I was reading my Kindle, I was like, what? He's her shitty boyfriend, ex-boyfriend's dad. So we'll see where that goes. I was so shocked. This is why I love not knowing what the book details are. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. He's like a super mean like drill sergeant. And yeah, we'll see. There's like butterflies, like monarchs everywhere. Even the book itself is really nice. Like there's nice chapter pages, and there's some nice like photos and whatever in the book. But yeah, anyway, so I'm currently gonna just continue reading that. I see like there's nice like, anyways, this, I don't think this is traditionally published at this time anyways. I got this off of Amazon. Anyways, I'm definitely intrigued, so I'm gonna continue reading that. And I was also listening on audio to the Everqueen at the gym, so I still have hours on my Spotify. So I was just listening to it. I am reading it physically, but I was listening to that too. So that's the reading I've gotten done this morning. Now I'm just gonna read a bit more of this because it's really intriguing and I'm on my lunch break. So I'm gonna read instead of do a bunch of other stuff in the house. Anyways, I will update you later. Hi guys, so I've been forgetting to film and update you on my reading. I actually didn't get that much read in the past like couple days. I was just super busy and I'm actually just gonna make myself an iced coffee because I need an afternoon pick-me-up. I'm gonna use this cute, I don't think they sell them anymore, but they had these at Indigo. They're so cute. Anyways, I'm gonna use this cocoa whip and I just this decaf cold brew, and I'm just gonna use coconut milk for my non-dairy choice. I'm not gonna put that much ice because I actually don't want it to be too cold. So I finished that dark military romance book. It was so good, and I started Leave Me Behind right away after that because I wanted to keep the vibes going. And also I just restarted, or no, I started playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the more recent generation one, and I'm just in that vibe right now. I'm like, oh, you know what, why not read some more military romance books? I love that. I will say Leave Me Behind is way darker than Mariposa, so do with that what you will. Like Mariposa, I know it says dark military romance, and it is like some subject matter is dark, and it's, you know, like check your trigger warnings, but it's not that dark compared to, depending on the level you're at, you know. I'm just gonna put like, yeah, like this much. What was I saying? Yeah, it's definitely not that dark. It says dark romance, but it's not crazy in my opinion. Leave Me Behind seems like it's gonna be way crazier. And I've been just trying to finish the Everqueen. Oh my god, I love when the colors just mix. Yeah, I'm trying to finish the Everqueen. I was doing some of it on audio. See, I like it this color. I don't like putting too much milk. So yeah, so the Everqueen on audio. Now I ran out of audio listening hours on Spotify, so I'm just gonna finish it physically, which I read most of it physically anyways. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna finish physically. I really want to finish the Everqueen today. Like today, it needs to be done before I go to bed because I can't like, I can't have this book on my like currently reading for one more day. Like I've been, you know, keeping it there for way too long. Wait a second, I'm just looking for a straw. Okay. It doesn't look that great today because the Cocoa Whip is super frozen, but it usually looks nicer. I'm gonna... I'm actually gonna put a bit of the... I've been drinking the Nespresso decaf lavender vanilla cups with this. I just do a splash. Like, I don't do... Let me see if it shows. You can't see it. But yeah, I just do a tiny splash. And I'm out of those cups. I'm gonna have some more tonight, but... What's wrong with me today? I can't get it right. Okay, anyways. Also, this little tumbler thing came with like the cover and a glass straw. I just saw one too many of those TikTok videos where it's like an ER nurse or a radiologist or someone, and they're like, things I wouldn't do as a ICU nurse. And like one of the number one things I kept seeing was I would never drink from glass straws. So I'm like, what is happening where people are going to the ER? Like, are they chewing the straw? Like, I don't... Anyways, that freaked me out. And I have a bunch of these metal ones. I've had them for years. So I threw out the glass one because it made me paranoid. I just realized that I have some leftover mochi. So that's going to be a great afternoon pick me up. Oh my god. My forehead, I've been breaking out so much. So if you see me in these clips with like pimples, I'm so sorry. I'm just breaking out a lot. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back down to my office and I will update you further. I've been watching the Princess Diaries movies today. I don't know why, I just felt like it. Honestly, sometimes you just need to watch some old movies. Like, I think it was last week I watched A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff. Love that movie. Never gets old. Absolutely love it. Also, what I've been watching last week, because mind you, like, something about me, I don't watch TV that much. For me to like watch a series or something, it's usually while I'm doing something. But if like sitting down watching a series is very rare. And I was watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and none of my friends have watched it, and I have no one to talk about it with. And I've been just like watching some like TikTok gossip videos or whatever, and I'm so happy that like a lot of people that I've seen, I mean, mind you, it could be just the algorithm, but they have the same opinion as me. So yeah, I don't know if any of you have watched it. Let me know. I finished the whole thing, so I don't want to say any spoilers, but yeah, I'm gonna do that over on TikTok because honestly, like, these people, and I never watch reality TV. Like, the only reality TV show I've watched consistently was Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and that's it. Like, and Jersey Shore when it was, you know, back in the day. Like, I haven't watched the new seasons, but yeah, Jersey Shore was also something that I really enjoyed. But yeah, like, I don't usually watch that type of stuff, and I was just hearing so much of the drama, and I was like, hey, I need to watch this. And I'm really happy I did, because honestly, it's nice to be a little bit just entertained with that type of nonsense sometimes. Hi guys, so currently I am in the car wash. I am about to finally go golfing the first time this year, because it's like the first nice day we've had. It's gonna be 20 degrees Celsius, and yeah, so I'm gonna do that, go to one of my favorite little breakfast coffee places, and yeah, I will take you with me. I'm still getting a hang of doing a reading vlog. Like, I keep forgetting to film when I'm reading, and also I haven't read that much this week, so I'm thinking of just like, I might put the other clips I have before this just because I have them, but starting like my actual reading vlog now, because I really want to be mindful about what I'm filming and whatnot. Also, don't mind my face, like I'm breaking out like crazy. I don't know what's going on, and I hope my sunscreen doesn't make it worse. This year is the year that I put on sunscreen every day, so hopefully it doesn't make my breakouts worse. So I'm going to wrap up this reading vlog. I read quite a few books in the past, I would say 10 days that I've been filming this. And what I've read since I last filmed was basically, I finished The Ever Queen. I know there's a clip where there's a day that I said like I absolutely have to finish this today. I didn't end up finishing it then, but I think it was the next day or so, and I did finish it. Also, this series is not available anymore on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, I thought it was because it used to be, but it's not anymore, not in Canada anyways. So yeah, I did have the physical books. I also have The Mist Thief, which I can't wait to read because it's Jonas's book, who is the FMC's cousin, if I remember correctly, and his story looks interesting. So yeah, finish this. Then, wait, I listened to the Never List on audio, and let me just show you this beautiful edition. Look at inside. And the cover just has like, anyways, there's character art inside. It looks beautiful. I actually got this on Book Outlet for $7.99. So yeah. If you don't know Book Outlet yet, please go on that website. It's the best thing ever. This is actually a White Shoes romantasy book. I am not a White Shoes person. I usually don't read those, but I saw so many good reviews about this that I decided to give it a shot, especially the price it was. I was like, okay, why not? Like, the edition looked really good. And I was under the impression that it was a standalone. There was somewhere online that it said that it can be read as a standalone, but that is not true. There's a huge cliffhanger at the end of this. And the second one is coming out this year. So I don't remember the date, but yeah. So yeah, this has a cliffhanger. I'm actually inclined to read the second book, if that tells you anything, from someone who doesn't usually read White Shoes romances. I'm usually not able to fully believe that like they're really in love with the, you know, all the MMCs or whatever, and I don't know, I usually prefer when there's just two main characters. But this one is actually really well done. So you follow Riley, and she goes to spend like, there's 4 princes, and she spends like a month about with each of them, and their relationships develop, you know, during the time that they're together. And it's actually pretty believable. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much more, but that's what it is. It is a romantasy book, so there is like a magic system and whatnot in here. So I finished that, and I am still reading Leave Me Behind, which is this book right here. I am reading this on my Kindle, and I'm actually 36% in, and honestly, at this point, I'm gonna finish it, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna admit that there's at the point I was like, should I DNF this? Like, I'm not wanting to pick it up as much as, for example, Mariposa, or even like The Ever Queen. I don't know, I'm just, there's something, I don't know. I think I am gonna finish it, you know, soon, because I'm at 36%, so I'm almost halfway. I just saw so many good reviews about this, so I really hope I end up loving it. So far, you know, maybe there's an explanation to what's happening, but it's like the MMC is just doing like weird dark shit because he's so weird and dark, and I don't know, like, I'm like, it's not, I don't know, I'm not into it, like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not impressed so far. That's it. And on audio, I'm actually almost done Terror at the Gates by Scarlett Sinclair. I love Scarlett Sinclair. I love her. I love her books. The Hayes Persephone series, absolutely love. I have It's too far up, I think, for me to show you. Yeah, it's all the way on my shelf up top. But she came out with this last year. I had pre-ordered it and I just got to it. And I'm actually going to show you what the edition looks like. So you have like the dust jacket. When you remove the dust jacket, the inside is the map of the city, or the world, sorry, the world of Eden. And also, I'm sorry, the art is also beautiful. And look at the naked hardback. Like, anyways, I love it. And then there's the end pages. I think they're the same in the back. Yeah. And the chapter, like, I feel like the chapter pages, I love when they have a design. I know it's nothing big, but to me it makes a difference in the reading experience. So I'm reading some of this on audio. The audiobook is so good. The narrator is so good. It's so good. It is a duet narration, but the woman narrator is so good. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm so happy to be reading this. This is going to be a new series because it says Blood of Lilith book 1. So pretty sure there's going to be more books. I can't wait to see. So far it's really interesting. Very like strong FMC, but not in the annoying way. The feeling I have from this book is it is like a fantasy type book. I don't know if it would be better categorized as like an urban fantasy. I think it's maybe more like urban fantasy. There's some element of like mafia families, but they're not mafia. They're like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's kind of like that element to it where there's like 5 families. And anyways, absolutely loving this. And this is where I'm cutting off the vlog. I am hoping to read Strangers-Belle Burden and Yesteryear, like in the next couple days, like after I finish this. Actually, I'm doing this on audio, so it doesn't matter. Either I'm gonna DNF Leave Me Behind, soft DNF, like DNF for now, and start reading Yesteryear, or I'm gonna just finish Leave Me Behind like tomorrow, and then right away start Yesteryear, because I cannot wait to read it. Also on audio, after I finish this, I did get the audio for The Nightingale by Chris and Hannah from my library. So that wasn't on my bingo card for April. I actually was supposed to read The Great Alone, and I had the audio from my library, and it expired because I procrastinated on starting it. And I actually think I started it. I read maybe, or I listened to like 4 chapters, and I stopped because I then started to listen to the Neverlist because I was more in the mood for like a romantasy. And anyways, the audio, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna prefer just reading it physically. And yeah, but The Nightingale, I did hear good things about the audio. So anyways, that's the end of my reading vlog. I hope you liked it. I'm definitely gonna try and get better at filming. Like, there are some clips that the quality wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I'm gonna see about like trying to film with my GoPro, at least when I'm at home. I don't know how comfortable I am bringing my GoPro outside, but yeah, we'll see. And hopefully I can get like some better filming setups and whatnot. But I hope you liked it. Let me know if there's other like elements you would like me to add to my reading vlog. I didn't know much like what to add, and I would also always forget to film stuff because I'm not someone who has their phone out all the time, so I'm not like always pulling out my phone to film. But I'm gonna try to retrain my brain to do so, like at least for the vlogs, you know. So yeah, that's it. Currently gonna finish this. I'm watching the playoffs, the Montreal Canadiens and Tampa Bay, and it's absolutely insane. So that's actually also been taking a lot of my time. Like, I'll sit and read while I'm watching, and then I'm like not reading at some point because the games are so good. So that was taking up a lot of my time the past few weeks, and now we're like fully in playoff mode. So yeah, I'm taking some time off from like watching, because you know, if I can just even watch like the last period, it's fine.